máa jẹun náà, iná lọ máa dúró sí police hotel máa mú yàn wọlé.
Ká máa lọ mú yàn wọlé.
Do we dey go now? Who tell me this one now? Feed them bá wọn po.
No let me fight you.
Hello, good morning. Sir, you have to listen to me. I said pocket it. We don't accept it.
What do you think about the border crossing from Benin?
The checkpoints? I stopped counting after 20.
So there is a gap from the border to the city Badagry. Every 100 meters there is a roadblock.
They're like officials, they're just not working. They are just putting the rope on the road and asking, just give me money for that. And I think it's so good business, and the government's not doing anything about that because it is government what is doing that. It's so stupid. It's just like this corruption.
It seems like if you want to start a business, just see where is the widest gap between two posts and make your own post.
Good idea.
But it's sad reality. It happens.
We are in Nigeria, which is linked between West and Central Africa. We're in Lagos. It's the most populous city in all Africa, 21 million people. In all Nigeria, there are 200 million people. And they had very high increase of population from 1990 to 2020. It was from 95 million to this amount of people. And it's said that maybe by 2050, there will be 400 million people, and they will be one of the most populous countries in the world. Almost half of them, they're younger than 15 years old, and they're the highest twin birth rates in all the world. How do you like it so far? First impressions?
It seems cheap food. It's a little bit like fish all the time, and it's very difficult to get money out of the ATM. We still haven't found a way how to get cash out.
Good thing that people are very nice here. Can you imagine? Earth has lost 50% of its wildlife in the last 40 years. This is sad. So this office had to be open 1.5 hours ago. They're still maintaining something.
The park opens 9 o'clock African time.
Yeah. Just waiting. Waiting. The guide said he will talk quiet because it's like the animals here, not to scare them, but like therefore only people that are next to him can hear. What we can say that we just heard, it's the most visited place in Lagos and probably one of the most visited places in all Nigeria, but their lack of management so bad. And yeah, the guide is for
only for the two people in front.
Yeah.
Some of the cheese, the shaking is deliberate. It's actually designed.
This is the longest canopy walk in Africa and second longest in the world. So you're not allowed here to use phones when you're on this place. And you're not allowed if you're scared of heights. I am, but this seems so safe.
Has anyone ever fallen from here down?
The design is not you can't follow.
It's not an interesting story.
Because the forest cover will prevent. Are we good? Yes. Okay,
How many sections does this canopy walk have?
7. First 3 go up, then there's that panoramic view, and then 3 go down. And you can also skip this if you're scared of heights. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
It was interesting. It's interesting that the longest one is in Malaysia. Why didn't we know? But it's in Borneo Island. The higher one is in Ghana. We didn't go there because we had to skip because we met our friend. It's nice. This was a nice place. Your brother?
Lagos is famous for its vibrant handicraft markets. These markets play a vital role in preserving and promoting Nigerian heritage. Lagos has its art galleries, art fairs, and cultural institutions that promote creativity.
It's from Tyre.
At the heart of city's art scene stands the Nike Art Gallery, one of the largest art galleries in West Africa. It's an extensive collection of over 20,000 artworks, mostly by Nigerian artists. The gallery also serves as a textile museum, showing traditional fabrics and designs. There's art all around in Lagos, and we absolutely enjoyed every bit of it.
Freedom Park was once a colonial era prison and now is a culture park. They have events, different kinds of concerts, and there's a small entrance fee. Let's see what's this.
This guy's angry. What?
There are more than 250 ethnic groups in Nigeria, and they are the third largest English-speaking country after US and India. Can you imagine? But they have more than 500 their own languages. And yeah, the religion, Christians, Muslims, indigenous religions.
Change dollars? No,
So you can't change money at the bank. There's no ATM. You can withdraw around 3 to 4 euros. Yeah, we're scared. No money in Nigeria.
this is insane. Like, none of the banks can exchange $100. They don't have enough cash. ATMs don't work for us. We can't do anything.
1 minute later.
So we changed money in the hotel, and it's the only place in the city where you can change money. No, they offered to change money in the market too, so we just missed it in the other place yesterday.
And you have much better rate if you use the bigger bills, like $100 bills, than the smaller one, like 50 and 20. Yeah, so big bills. Next on our journey is Makoko, often labeled the world's largest floating slum. But the name floating community better captures resilience, culture, and life that thrives here. Our adventure begins at the local police station, where we negotiate the price with our guide. Once settled, we stepped onto the wooden boat to drift into the heart of this extraordinary waterborne world. But this one was the first one, right? As we glide through narrow canals, our guide steers us toward an important meeting with someone who holds the stories of this place, its history, its challenges, and its spirit. Soon we'll hear what makes Makoko not just a settlement, but a testament to human adaptability and strength. Not long after we set off, there's a man who suddenly stops our boat.
Or something like that. Or no, I can show you everything. Oh yeah, and Lord, now why would they go somewhere? They go back again.
As our guide tries to resolve the misunderstanding, tension starts to build up.
Hey, They were going to call you.
And we can feel the situation slowly but unmistakably slipping out of control.
Don't let me fight you.
Hey, even like the judge. Mo they go your own. I don't know to see the Kalamo Ibo one now. I don't know the power solo. We don't shame me. I don't know the Ibo. Only the money Ibo. Oh, that's the station. Oh, that's the station. I want this up one. I want to want this up one. Okay, I want this up. I talk about this up one. Oh, yeah. I want this up one. I don't go. Now. I don't go. I think I'm going to next time, they're going to make on drivers. Who's got nonsense to me that one? And I don't think I'm going to go. Okay, Mama, to jump on Yabi. I need you. I need Mama to jump on you. Oh, they go your own job. I go tell me, I go. What is up?
What just happened?
He told me that he want to collect money. Which kind of money you want to collect? As I tried to tell him.
Do you know him? The question hangs in the air unanswered. Our guide shifts uncomfortably. He looks uneasy as he takes a moment to gather his thoughts. The tension fills the boat with an awkward silence. Awkward silence broken only by the gentle greeting as another boat glides past. So what will happen when we come back? He will also be there.
No. I don't know if I call the one. But next time I'll jump up. I do a more. I don't know going to call you. I call you. I call you. I go to meet them. Who's going to be that one? Don't surprise me. They will not surprise you. Hey, I'm on a wow. Because I'm a type of happy. No wala. You see, go to wala. The boatman you are just doing like a baby. I'm not telling to drive us to somewhere. Somebody cannot call you to stop and you're not stopping. You're not going back. You're not even giving my honor and giving you your honor. What kind of rubbish is that?
Oh, yeah? What is he saying?
We are calling Jevo, welcome, in French.
Jevo?
They're French. They're Cotonou.
From Cotonou? Cotonou. Benin. Oh!
Hey, some people are selling food on the river. You can snap it.
Careful the boat. Makoko is a place like no other. About a third of the community is built on stilts, rising from a lagoon, while the rest is spread across the land. But it is the water that truly defines life here.
See people are coming, people are going waterside. Look at people. This stranger outside.
This is the school?
This school. The people they used to buy something, come and show to the students. Hey, look, you can smell them.
Schools, medical clinics, markets, and even restaurants are standing still above the waves, forming a unique ecosystem that pulses with daily activity.
Most sisters and go and sell it outside.
No, but where did they fish it? Outside in the sea?
In the big sea, in the big river. come inside. I'll tell you when.
Who's this?
That's my brother.
That's why you look alike a little bit.
It's my brother. It's twins.
Twins?
Yeah, this is the second that.
So you're the chief?
I'm the son of the chief, the son of the chief. What's wrong? You guys are welcome.
Thank you.
It's a great pleasure all the times whenever having you guys around the community.
Thank you.
And I would love to tell you some stories about this community. This is a community called Makoko. Our forefathers, they came from Badagry.
But what one more time? Badagry.
There is a state in Lagos called Badagry.
Badagry. Okay.
Badagry. It shares border with Benin Republic. Do you guys know Benin Republic?
Benin Republic? Yeah, yes.
They move in a group. Just a minute. Come. If you ever commit a crime in this community, Maiho is going to take place. What Maiho is going to, they are going to tie the person who committed the crime in the front of a big boat. A lot of people will be in the boat. They will be exposing you to the whole community that you have committed such a crime. That's the process to call Maiho.
You said that if somebody commits a crime, then they're tied up in front of the boat. What is the crime? What are the crimes?
If you steal something and you are caught red-handed,
So,
if you slept with someone else's wife, anything you did that you are caught, if the person decides they should do Maiho, they must do it for you. During the process of Maiho, they will be shouting, Oma, Ozo, putting some curse on you. Oma, Ozo.
Oma, Ozo.
Yes. We have so many tribes in this community. We have Yorubas, we have Figun, we have Fijo, we have Ilaje. My grandfather was the first chief of the entire community. He died last 5 years. He was 415 years old. The main occupation for this community is fishing. Thousands of people living here are fishermen. Why the men move out for the fish and bring the fish back to the women, either to smoke it or take the fresh one to the market. And in the olden days, there's no anything like school in this community. If you are a male child, you'll be trained to go to the fishing with the dad. A female one will be trained to go to the market with the mom. As time goes on, we believe we have to occupy education. My brother and I and one of my brothers will come up with a plan to give back to the community. We have to go to houses by houses to educate the parents, to let them to know the importance of education. If you allow your kids to go to school, they will become a lawyer, they will become this, they will become a great person. That's when we start up using one of church rooms as a classroom for the kids. We believe education is part of the solution. We give them free uniform, free backpacks, free writing materials, free sport wears, and some of the things they need as well.
Where do teachers come from?
Yes, we have some teachers from the water side and we have some teachers from the land side. The both side we have the teacher. We have 12 teachers. We have 875 kids, which we are giving free education without no support from the government. And in this community, we have religion. We have Christian, we have Muslim, we have traditional worshippers. Christian are 85% here. Muslim are 10%. Idol worshippers are 5% here. And we have over 10 churches on the water part. We have 2 mosques. Idol worshippers also have the place of their worship as well. Thank you so much for your coming.
Thank you.
Any money goes a long way. Any donation goes a long way. If you guys can be of support to the things you are doing as well, we are going to be very happy about it. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you. Tourists come. They need to pay the price for the boat to come here, right? And they said that they will need to give part of the money for this community.
Is that what they told you guys?
Yeah.
Just a minute, let me cut it out.
Yeah.
All this money you are giving to them, they are spending it by themselves. They are not giving anything to the community.
But they said they will.
They are just trying to trick you guys, like to have the money. That's what they are trying to do.
Tí bá fẹ́ lọ sí omi gbogbo ló máa ń wà ń bẹ̀ àbí wájú ọ̀dọ̀ family ló gbà ṣùgbọ́n náà ló máa fẹ́ tẹ̀lé wọn lọ́ máa pe beware yìí pé àwọn òyìnbó ti wá o yẹ wá píkì wọn ṣùgbọ́n nǹkan tó bá ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ náà lè máa ń ṣe fún àwọn boys bẹ́ẹ̀ tí mi ò sọ nípa community bíi mo ní we have chief that's why mo fi gbé wá sọ́dọ̀ yìí pé you know that I told you that we will have sheep that we see again.
You said from the money that we pay you, you will have to give to the community.
No, for that community. No, for that community.
You mentioned also the police.
Station la wa. So come check gbé alaye kan wá bẹ̀. Yo so just sọ pé ní station la láti wá bá wọn. Pẹ̀lú alaye la just bá sọ pé alaye wọn ní ká àwọn lọ. Lèmi wá ní kó bá ti wá sí community.
Tẹ́ bá ti bá wọn pín sọ. Wọ́n máa ń ṣe nǹkan tó máa ń ṣe ni pé tẹ́ bá ti mention tẹ́ bá ti dárúkọ anything nípa community báyìí wọ́n mọ̀ pé gbogbo owó táwọn ti san kò sí anything táwọn fẹ́ yọ.
Listen, so when we talked about in front of the police station about the price, you mentioned that the price is this high because you will have to give to the community, you will have to give to the police. Something, right?
No, is that
this is why the price is high.
No, it's not yet. There is no shift. This is
Yeah. But we were talking about all this.
No, when we are coming,
about the price.
When we are coming, I talk about the shift. I say, our son have a school that will tell you about everything.
It's different. We're talking about different things now.
No.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah.
Berarti kalau rupanya mesti baca nem gustava
Yeah.
If you the carpet, come out, man, doesn't mean you wait.
Oh my gosh, swim. Oh, it's not so deep.
It's the river that side that deep.
So they're collecting rubbish, like garbage or plastic.
Yeah. This boat traffic.
Yeah.
So this is the biggest water slum in Lagos, and it's extreme. So they have 200,000 people living here, many churches, schools, and the main thing is fishing.
Èwo ni kó máa lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣé mi máa ṣe fún ọkàn ni máa dó sínú ọ̀gá irọ́ o ọ̀gá ní iṣẹ́ ilẹ̀ wọ̀ irọ́ má máa sọ̀kọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ fún mi o ok mo máa ṣe fún ọkàn àdé mo ti gbọ́ mo mọ òyìnbó wọlé èwo ló kọ́ mi pẹ̀lú ọ̀gá gbégbóyọ̀ oúnjẹ mo mọ òyìnbó wọlé ẹ̀dá bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ òyìnbó wọlé kó náà máa bọ́ síta kó wá dúró síta ń bẹ̀ ìyáde mo níṣẹ́ mi lọ́wọ́ iṣẹ́ national kọ́ mo ṣe yọ ọ̀kadà kọ́ mo ṣe ni èmi ò mọ̀ pa o.
Let's go there.
As we near the police station, 3 men suddenly surround us. Before we can step onto the police station ground, they insist that we pay our guide the negotiated price. There is no room for debate. One of the men had been following us from the chief's office. Without hesitation, we hand over the money and hurry inside, eager to leave as quickly as possible. But just as we turn to the police desk, we freeze. The officer's seat is no longer occupied by the policeman who promised us safety. Instead, sitting in his place is someone familiar, someone who looks exactly like Chief's son from before. And then it hits us.
That's my brother.
That's why you look alike a little bit.
Yeah, they all work together here.
It's twins.
Despite the tense ending, we appreciate the tour and the insights, hoping they reflected Makoko's efforts to improve. And now it's time for Idanre Hills, a remarkable natural and cultural landmark located in Idanre town, Ondo State, here in Nigeria.
We're starting our hike or climb up Idanre Hills. They were settlement for Idanre people for millennia, and these hills, they're around 900 meters above the sea. It is a little cooler than in Lagos, so it's nice.
This cluster of hills surrounds the town, creating a breathtaking landscape we hadn't seen anywhere else in the world.
The last tourist was here a month ago. That's why locals there all over hiking and hello and good morning. Good morninging.
Oyeba!
So while we're climbing, we can say that Nigeria is actually the largest economy in all of Africa. It's the largest crude oil and petroleum producer, but 1/3 of the population is still in agriculture. Cassava and yams are the most important ones. So Nigeria is very, very interesting, very rich. There's so much to see here.
For nearly a millennium, the Idanre people resided atop these hills, establishing a settlement rich in cultural heritage, and it's still possible to see traditional houses and shrines. It's one of the tourist destinations in Nigeria, but we didn't find too many tourists here, and therefore it was even more special.
We're lost again. Who knows where is the trail? We just need to go there.
Idanre Hills has been included in UNESCO's World Heritage Tentative List, but even now it's just an incredible place which not to skip in Nigeria tour. This is one of the places we'll never forget in our Africa's adventure.
Easy, easy.
Easy peasy. Cheesy breezy.
Officially finished. What do you pay the guide?
No guide.
What else we didn't say about Nigeria? They have Nollywood. We're next to the cinema right now. Nollywood is the third largest movie industry after Hollywood and Bollywood. Football is the main sport, and Nigeria itself is very large, very diverse, and I think it's worth a visit. We would definitely come back if we would have a chance.
There are more nice people than there are bad people here. What I like about Nigeria is that they, even if I don't do that, but they greet each other in the morning. They just say, hey, I see you. And it kind of forms like a unity.
What about the country, landscapes, sites?
The roads could be better to access them, but well, it's a matter of time, I guess. It's a beautiful country. There's a lot to see.
Every ride is marked by the presence of a preacher, adding a unique touch to the journey.
God as a professor, teach me. When King David was reading the Bible, he said, God opened my eyes. God wants to teach us many good things. Students make mistakes while they're in the school. They think that God teaches only religion, theology. But God goes beyond that. Can teach architecture. If you are in the plane, look through the window, see how God designs the earth. God is a builder. He builds nations. He builds the family. He builds man. God himself is a politician, a holy politician. The Bible produces constitution of all the countries in the world because the system of law is taken from the Bible. The Bible said God had created everything, and then God looked back and said they were all good. and then he went on to create something else. God asked Jacob, what is your name? Have you ever told God your name? Have you ever introduced yourself to God, your creator? Or we take for granted that God knows our name.
Good afternoon, sir.
Afternoon.
Are you going to Olympia or Cameroon? West?
Cameroon,
yeah.
but tomorrow.
Guys, this is our last day in Nigeria, and this room is less than €6. Oh my god, I will miss this country so much.
Finally, the day of our departure arrives. Once we say our final farewells,
We don't have money.
White people have money.
Black people have all the money. You have gold, you have diamonds. Yeah, give me diamonds.
we are good to go. Soon we stop. And return. Fix the engine. And we're good to go again. And we stop. And return. Again.
Back to the harbor.
Fix the engine again. Again. And again. On our 5th try, we're hoping to break the bad cycle.
Bonjour, mon chef.
Hello?
Oui.
How are you?
Yeah, madam. You're welcome.
Then we stop. Bribes are given.
Hi, sir.
And we're on our way. We stop.
Hello. Huh? Yeah. No, it's my camera. We were here on the tourism.
More bribes are given. And we're on our way again. More agitated officers.
I have.
Sorry, we don't accept this. This is the camera. Put your camera inside your bag. No, excuse me.
Sir.
You have to listen to me. I said pocket it. We don't accept it.
More bribes are given.
To talk to you.
Yeah, no, you can talk to me.
And more. And more. And more.